still a lot going on in that main.
It's hard to deal with. Roaches were on the way. Bly was able to take game 2, and now Bly's up 2-0. Here we are in Ruins of Ceres, in the bottom right-hand corner. It is the green Protoss player, the one, the only, PiLiPiLi. He's currently down 0-2.
And in the top right, we have got our purple Zerg, Acer's Bly, who is looking to take this game now for the series.
Bly's on the verge of victory, and with these spawn positions, we very well could see PiLiPiLi go Stargate. It'll all come down to whether PiLiPiLi goes for an early scout and sees where Bly is, but actually Bly is going to reveal himself once he sees PiLiPiLi. But actually PiLiPiLi throwing down the gas, maybe Bly can see it and pull back with that Overlord if he is quick enough. Either way, what are your thoughts on PiLiPiLi? What can he do in this position? A lot of pressure's on him.
You know, he could just try and do maybe more blink attacks. We know that Pili likes his blink. He could try and just macro to a blink disruptor, or, you know, Pili also likes to be aggressive. He might try some blink aggression, might try some cheeky little all-in, but so far we do have 2 gates already. And 2 gases as well. We might see something a little cheeky here out of Pili, but what that is, I'm not sure yet.
By the way, you can fund early 2 Adepts from Protoss on 1 gas. The biggest issue is, though, you cannot also afford Warp Gate and a Mothership Core, which is pretty much the linchpins in your defense versus Zerg. So far, though, as you said, this Overlord is just out of PiLiPiLi's vision. He has not seen it yet. Bly pulls out, is scouting, and PiLiPiLi is going to scout to the bottom left and sadly scout the top right last. Bly's going to be able to take a very good lead, and Bly does enjoy going for a quick third hatch. He's not going to risk it on this map, but he could maybe do that because of the lack of scouting from Pili.
Yeah, so Pili here, he has finished making probes. He has cut his probe production, and he is putting his chrono on the warp gate. So this is definitely looking to be aggressive here from Pili. He's getting his robo probably for a warp prism. Maybe looking to just send a warp prism up towards Bly, and this would actually get there pretty fast because their bases are close to each other.
With the Adepts from PiLiPiLi, I would agree that it's most likely going to be a warp prism, which are good for drops. No Twilight Council or anything like that, so they're not going to be quite as powerful as they could be. However, still, that's dangerous. Every once in a while you did see Immortals, but that is not this game. This is Legacy of the Void. Just to note, PiLiPiLi was prepared for some wing aggression. He had a nice pylon placement, or pardon me, probe placement in his wall to push anything out. And Bly's now got a big, massive goal. He's got to prepare for the defense. Getting an Evo chamber, we could see some drops or +1 to make these lanes slightly more viable.
So we've got, I find that an interesting pylon placement there at the map for Pili. It's a little bit away from Bly's base. Looks like now Bly's heading across with some lings as well. Speed has just finished for those.
Ooh, and the Adepts are actually going to spot this Dropper Lord, or I like to call Longhorn. It's got some huge tusks on the back of it. But Lings are going to have a full surround with speed. Speed kicks in just in the nick of time. And the Adepts, actually, the Adepts of PiLiPiLi are being pulled back to try to deal with it. They don't realize that there is a Dropper Lord right there, and they're going to be into a Sad Awakening. They don't have any high ground vision. Oh, my word, but they don't have high ground vision, but you can actually see the Overlord there dropping. There's a little animation. That's a glitch.
So the probes try to defend there against the Zerglings, but the Zerglings getting some damage done, just in the, lack of mining as well. We've got a couple Adepts pulled up here now to, defend as well as they can.
Or Prism Probe Micro Kappa. That's all you need to do. That's amazing right there. Lings are not going to be able to get any more damage done, but 6 workers killed. It is 29 drones to 17 probes. This Overlord may go down, and I'm actually going to post that on Reddit after this. I'm probably going to get downvoted a lot, but you could actually see through the fog of war it dropping.
A lot more Lings coming out. The Lings, though, are getting decent surrounds on those Adepts.
Beautiful angle by Hawkeye, allowing us to see that, by the way. Nice force fields, warping on the high ground. The sentries are saved, and still, it's going to be an elevator up and down. Although, think of what PiLiPiLi was trying to do. PiLiPiLi's on 1 base. He was going for a big, massive one-base play in the entire time. Best offense, good defense, and he's defended.
He's going to get that dropper lord down. But Bly is just getting more. He's getting more drones out at the moment and getting a few more queens. He'll be looking pretty good to defend this attack that is coming over from PiLi. And at the same time, it looks like he's going to do a nice counterattack.
Yeah, big old counterattack. Those Lings did not get +1, which I really wanted to see. By the, I was gonna say I didn't spoil it. I was just putting my prediction in chat, but it does look like a spoiler.
The Adepts moving in. That's a lot of queens, but they can transfuse. A few of them do have the energy for transfuse and are using it and doing a very good job at the same time. One queen does fall.
It looks like there's enough queens here to maybe hold, but still the Adepts are doing the box. And the Lings break into the main, but how many Lings can come across the map? But it's 3-0! Aces fly! Trust me, Koshkii. I wasn't telling him the future. I am not psychic. It was just a prediction. And wait, it was just a prediction. What PiLiPiLi needed to do is, so imagine this when that was going down. Lings are being elevated into the main of PiLiPiLi. PiLiPiLi sends 4 Adepts over. He's trying to get early damage done, sends 2 Adepts back to deal with that, and then pulls the other 2 Adepts back. I don't know if he selected his entire army. However, if he had not done that, those 2 Adepts would have been able to do damage, and the other 2 Adepts would have delayed the Lings at home. So I think overall, he just needed to split those forces up. 2 Adepts going into the Zerg's Bly's Bane, where there was no Lings to deal with them, and he could have got damage done, and 2 Adepts to defend at home.
Yeah. And it's just the little things like that that just make or break the game. Those early game, that early game aggression, it's just all about that quick decision making.
It is, and those are some of the situations where, Koshkii, how many times have you done a Adept Warp Prism play against a Dropper Lord play or a Longhorn?
Yeah, I do Immo Adept a lot, and every now and then I'll get a Dropper Lord in, and my units won't be in the right position, and it makes a huge deal. It really does.
Well, Bly goes 3-0 and takes the first RSL weekly tournament. What does he get for winning, Koshkii?
Bly does get $20, and he gets 500 RSL points. That is quite a lot.
500 RSL points, as I mentioned before. If he wins 2 tournaments, he beats 3 second places. But if he wins 1 tournament, 2 second places beat him. Mind games, amazing. But Bly takes first place, much like first place of the Invitational. PiLiPiLi takes second with $5 and I think 300 OSC.
RSL points.
300 RSL points. I will fix it. I'll fix it next week. No issue with that. Bly takes first place. PiLiPiLi second. Who takes third and fourth? Let me check that out.
Third and fourth would be, Marsman and Tesla.
Awesome. Marsman and Tesla, as you just said. So, first place Bly, second place PiLiPiLi. Then Marsman and Tesla get some RSL points. I caught myself. And then we have, I believe, 5th and 6th also get RSL points. Guys, 5th through 8th get RSL points. So, if you try to play, guys, if you make 1 or 2 rounds, you should get some RSL points for you. Bam, I'm getting it right, all left and right.
Definitely. I think we are having a tournament next week as well. Week 2.
Having this, that'll be week 2, and it's going to be Koshkii and I, maybe Koshkii and someone else. But guys, thank you so much for tuning in. Koshkii, advertise yourself and advertise the RSL, please.
You can follow me on Twitter at symbol KoshkiiSC, and I am here on Twitch as well, just KoshkiiSC. And RSL, make sure you follow us. We love doing these tournaments. We would love your support. So make sure you hit that follow button. We will be doing our tournament same time, same place next week. And I hope to see you there, and I hope to see you playing as well.
You awesome, guys. Have a lovely night. I am, of course, at DrennoC on Twitter and DrennoC on YouTube. I do a lot of solo casting, but props to Hawkeye, our observer, our streamer, our everyone. He is my everything. It's a heart, even if it doesn't look like a heart. A heart for Hawkeye. Thanks, guys, so much for tuning in, and have a lovely night once again. That is at Koshkii SC, and I am at DrennoC. This is the RSL signing off. See you next time for some more StarCraft 2 gameplay.
Thank you very much.